All right, I want to talk a little bit about this scope that goes on this SA-410 tactical turkey. This is a Hawke scope. It's a 1x4x20. It's got an illuminated reticle that you can change to red or green with the switch of a button right here. You have your nice scope covers. In this side, there's a honeycomb shade that you can put in there to trim down the light a little bit. There's also a nice knob that goes on to help you adjust to your full magnification. But this is the scope we really like to use on all our turkey guns. We've killed a pile of turkey with them. But again, this is the Hawke 1x4x20 turkey scope. Fantastic. So we're going to take it outside and see what it can do. Hey, what's up everybody? Brian Cutler, Left in the Field Outdoors. It is March 1st, 2026, and it's kind of funny, but we're still about 2 months away from the beginning of our Pennsylvania spring turkey season. So it's a nice enough day today where we're going to get outside and we're going to pattern the new Mossberg SA-410 tactical turkey. Bore sighted it in my basement already at 20 yards. So one of the first things we're going to do here in just a few minutes is we're going to get this, make sure it's on paper. We have a target out there at about 15 yards. And so we'll see what it looks like. One of the key things we're talking about today is this choke for this 410. Okay. This is a Rectifire Diamond Series turkey tumbler choke. You can see there. You can get it from rectifier.com. I really like their chokes. They do a great job of making chokes, particularly for the ammo we're using, which is the Verdict 410, and this is 9.5 shot that we've been using the past few years. So these two really match up together well with this Mossberg gun. So this is a Beretta Benelli Mobile Series 410 choke. The constriction is 0.025. The bore size is 0.385, and double barrel approved, and it's good for 9 and 9.5 TSS, any length that you want to shoot. Since we haven't shot this gun yet, and this is the first time we're breaking it out, we are going to sight in and make sure we're on paper with some 410 Express XLR 3-inch shells. Okay, they're 7.5 shot, just to make sure we're on paper. And then once we're on paper, we're going to put it out to 20 yards, and then we're going to use some of my favorite targets, these splatter targets, these pre-aim targets. And I love these because you can aim right here in the center base of the neck and let her rip, potato chip, and see what you got. And we'll go at 20 yards, and we'll probably go at 30 yards. Really, that's the max that I like to do with the 410. Call them in close, get a good shot. So let's get this thing on paper. Let's get it loaded up and see how it does with this turkey tumbler choke at 15 yards. We do have a target out there. We have a black circle that's just about that big around. Okay, just for an aiming point for us. And we're going to see how tight this pattern is at 15 and see what we need to do, making adjustments so we're not burning through a bunch of TSS shells at this point in time. So here we go. Let's have some fun. All right, so this is going to be what we're going to shoot first. Again, this is the Remington. It's in the green, and then we have our Verdict. Okay, you can see how they're a little different. This has a different wad in it than this one. This one is specifically made for this choke, but we'll see how we do getting it on paper. So gonna go live. Wear your ear protection. Make sure your gun's on safe and let it go. All right, I'll bring the target back here. We'll see what it looks like on paper at roughly 15 yards. All right, so you can see at 15 yards we are aiming right there. We got a nice dark circle there, and you can see that the bulk of our pattern is up that way. Okay, so again, this is just with some 7-shot that we have, just to make sure that we're on paper. Again, we're going to move the target back to 20 yards, and shoot it once with some verdict with one of the splatter targets, and we'll go from there. But you can see it's a pretty consistent, tight pattern there. You can see all the holes in there, and as we're going to show you, this is the wad that what it looks like in the Remington shell. And once we find one from the verdict one, we will show you that one too. Okay, so I moved the target back to 20 yards, and again I put one of these pre-game splatter targets on there. And again, these are verdict 9.5 shot, 3-inch. Okay, particularly made for these this Diamond Series choke. So we're going to shoot it at 20 yards, see how it is. Didn't make any adjustments, so we'll see what we need to do from here. All right, so this is what we got. So again, we were aiming right there. So we're gonna bring this over to the right, bring it down a little bit so that we can get all of that stuff in there. So we'll make our adjustments and we'll go for round 2. All right, we've made some adjustments. We're gonna go shoot this again, see where we're at. All right, after making our adjustments, you can see we're gonna have to make one final adjustment, but you can see at 20 yards, got to move a little bit more to the right again, and we'll give it one more, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we made our adjustments, and you can see that's pretty good. I don't know, I might take it 1 or 2 clicks to the right, but you can see everything's within there. We really like it. It's a good pattern. So what makes the turkey tumbler choke work so well with the verdict is the difference in the wad. So the wad is specifically made for the TSS for the Rectifire choke. This is the wad from the Remington, and this is the wad from the verdict. And if I remember correctly, there's 397 pellets, 9.5 shot pellets in the verdict. Not sure how many are in here, but you can see what a difference it makes with just the wad and how that's going to keep your pattern tight. So again, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I might make an adjustment or 2. You can see we still have a bunch of stuff over here. Maybe 2 clicks over to the right.